All right. We're back.
We're back.
Dak and Doc, baby.
Yes, another one. So I'm looking forward to this because
I don't like when you start it off like that.
what?
Because it
I
sets
think this
me
one's
up
gonna
to
really
fail.
Stink.
It
This
sets me
is
up to
so-
fail.
This is horrible. Have low expectations today, everyone.
Yeah, seriously.
No, I think this
No,
is
when
gonna be
you
good.
say that, that's like my cue is you're putting me on the spot.
No, I'm going to be putting you on the spot today.
See, here we go.
I have some
now they're going to
really
see me all
great-
red. They can watch me be all
Oh,
red.
see? You don't look red. I've never seen you embarrassed. One time I saw you
Okay.
embarrassed.
When was it?
No, I'm not going to say.
Oh, okay. Embarrassing.
That'd be too embarrassing. Yeah, it was Mother's Day yesterday.
It was a great day. It was so nice out.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
nice.
How was Mother's Day for you?
Uneventful. I thought you'd have more information about Mother's Day. What
No.
did your son do for you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
That's a good Mother's Day.
Saturday, I went to Holly for, it's called like Rose Hill or something like that. It's for people who have like schizophrenic, severe depression, like very big cases of like a mental disorder.
And they enrolled you?
Yeah, they did. They actually said I'm head of class.
You're farther than anyone else.
I'm head of class. No, so they have a garden there where that's like one of their therapies is to garden.
Mm-hmm.
And so everything's very limited, but it's all organic. It's beautiful. I mean, I got huge hanging baskets there for super cheap. And I've gone there the past few years and all the proceeds go back into the organization. So I've just been going there more for my flowers instead of like the Eastern market just because I don't know, it's like helping a good cause. So we did that on Saturday and then I planted my flowers yesterday.
Aha. What's your favorite kind of flower to plant?
To plant? None of them.
Okay.
I like the way they look. I personally like hydrangeas
That's
the best. Those are my
That's not a flower, that's a bush.
No, it is not. It is a flower. Because
I'm
it's
no
not
horticulturist.
it's not just a bush. It can grow up, it can grow out. I mean, most of them that you
They're
probably
beautiful.
see are the bushes, but
Yeah. Well, I like hydrangeas as well.
they're my favorite. In case anyone wanted to buy me flowers, I love
Yes.
hydrangeas,
I'm gonna
preferably
bring-
blue.
I'm going to buy you flowers next week. It's going to be a huge bush. I'm just going to walk away. Okay, I'm not doing that.
I expect flowers now.
Okay.
Okay.
I like tulips. I think we've
Really?
talked about that. Yeah, tulips, I think they're amazing because they are beautiful, all kinds of colors, and everyone has a different fragrance. And I really like them. They're just weird. They only are above ground for like 2 weeks.
That's why I don't like tulips.
I mean,
I like that I want like the full
the full summer.
yes, the full summer.
Yeah, I get that. I don't think I like tulips, but maybe it's because they're low maintenance. Because as soon as the
They
petals
are
fall
low
off,
maintenance.
as soon as the petals fall off, I just mow them. Zoom, gone.
The squirrels like tulips too. They move them. Do you
Yeah.
ever notice that?
They move them.
Yeah, they take the bulb and they move them. Like I don't know if you've
Interesting.
ever planted a tulip. I used to have a lot of tulips in my one garden, and I end up having tulips all over my yard.
I wonder if it goes back because I believe they enjoy eating them. So I wonder if it's like
Oh.
storing their nuts,
Maybe,
so
yeah.
they bury their nuts.
See,
in
they
different
don't. I don't
areas.
have a problem with lilies. My lilies, no problems. My tulips, problems. They end up all over the place.
Huh. Mm-hmm. I'll have to pay attention to that. No, I never noticed.
Yeah.
So you had a very nice Mother's Day.
Yeah, it was a good time.
You saw your mother?
No.
Well, you saw her sometime this weekend.
No.
You'll see her in the
I'll see you-
future.
So some people say this is selfish. I don't think this is selfish, but this is just me, I guess. I decided when I was pregnant, I was not going to be traveling anymore on holidays. You're more than welcome to come over for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. My door will be open, and you don't have to come. I get everyone has their own tradition.
Okay.
I wasn't traveling anymore. Well, that included Mother's Day.
Do I need an
And-
invitation?
No, door's
right.
open. Come over. Food will be
I don't
there.
remember that.
Yeah, I love when people come over. I love hosting, and I always like to have a few different spreads. So I'm not gonna make just turkey or just ham. It's gonna be turkey and chicken or ham and turkey, whatever it is. Like that's just how I like to do it. Because there's multiple people. Like what if someone doesn't like something? I try to accommodate.
I'm going to show up on Flag Day.
You can. I probably will do
Like-
something.
I expect breakfast.
You expect? I'm game for that. I love to cook. But so for Mother's Day, I'm a mom now.
You're a mom.
I'm a mom, so I celebrate. I'll give my mom and my mother-in-law flowers or something, small.
Nice.
But I'm not gonna go above and beyond anymore. They can go above and beyond on Grandparents' Day.
Oh,
want
there
to
you
stay
go.
home. And they can come over, but my mom's mom is still alive. My mother-in-law has a bunch of kids, so there's multiple places everyone else
Sure.
has to be. So
Yeah, they're going to see you the day after. I
Yeah.
feel the same way. I tell my kids, just stay home.
yeah,
You're a parent. You're a mom. You're a dad. Just enjoy the day yourself, and I'll come over the next day or the day before.
Yeah.
I'll see you. But you have an opportunity to have a mom's day. Just mom.
yeah.
Right?
So the whole holiday thing, I don't know how it was for you when you got married, but I was really nervous. One, growing up, holidays for us, we were being pulled in so many different directions. And I was like, I'm never doing this to my kids. Like, this is horrible. I'd rather just be my immediate family at my house than go to 10 different places. So all the holidays, my husband and I, we've always gone to everyone's house. We always tried to make it work because we knew when we were having kids, we were done traveling.
Yeah.
And so when we found out we were going to have kids, and we said that, I was like anticipating the world's biggest war with my family. My husband's family, my mother-in-law, I love her dearly. She's always said, she has boys, all boys, one girl. So she's always said, I know that the in-laws, the wife's family, will be seen first. The son-in-law's family will always be. So we've always done something different, like the day before or the day after. Like, she's always tried so hard to accommodate that. For my family, everyone fights over where we're going for holidays.
Oh.
So I was so nervous to say that out loud when I was like, I'm done traveling. I don't want to deal with it. I was like, okay, this will be the end of seeing my family. But it actually went really smooth.
The
It
end
went
of seeing
really
your
smooth.
family.
I was like, this is going to be the end of seeing my family. But it went really good.
Nice.
I think I kind of hurt, some people's feelings. Like my grandma, I think, was like, well, I'm old. This may be my last holiday. You're not that old. You're fine.
Just tell her you'll see her on Flag Day.
Yeah. You got another holiday, okay? But it actually went really smooth. And I stopped traveling for holidays.
I think it's a nice way to do it. You got your family. And if your experience growing up taught you something,
Oh, it was horrible.
and you learn from it, right?
Yeah.
And do it different. And it's
I'm
nice thing about
okay
your
with,
family.
I'm okay. If you don't want to come over, I'm okay with that. But I'm not traveling to you. And especially my kid's all boy. No one's house is really kid-proof for him. Let's be honest. Sad as it is, it's not
Yes.
kid-proof for anybody. So
Yeah, so I imagine he just likes to be home anyway.
he likes to be outside.
What did
Yeah.
he make you?
Nothing. I'm not kidding you.
He didn't make you a card?
No.
Where's the dad?
You call Austin. You ask him. So
I just did. I think I called him out inadvertently.
he's gonna hear this and be like, "Wow, way to go, Dakota."
Yes. Sorry, Austin.
So all I wanted was to stay at home, and I just wanted. Again, I just wanted.
Did you get out of your pajamas?
I had to. We had to go. As Austin let Jay stay at my mother-in-law's on Saturday night, so
you
I
did
had
see
to.
your mother-in-law that day?
Yeah, it was get my kid in the car.
Yeah.
Because I was irritated because I didn't want to leave my house. I was being a brat, and we.
You could have stayed home and let him go get your child.
I think I would have been more irritated because I didn't get to see him sooner.
Ah.
I just really
It's
wanted
Mother's
to be.
Day. You
Yeah,
should
I
do
just
the kid. I get it.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
being a petty brat about it. Whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, well, my kids, they came over and visited my wife on Saturday. Saw all the grandkids.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
so I had a great time with them. They love it.
What did Janice cook? Did she cook on Saturday?
Oh, I think they got pizza. I don't even know.
Oh,
Yeah, so we had a great time. Saw my mom on one of those
Friday?
days. Saw my mother-in-law yesterday, and it was surrounded by a bunch of food. So I took everybody out for dinner or whatnot. So
well, thanks for my invite. I could have gone to dinner. I'm just kidding.
you know what? Yeah, you should have told me you're having to drive out to pick up Jay.
I know. Just gone a little farther.
That's right.
Right with you guys.
So I thought we'd talk from there.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
This is going to be
Talk
interesting.
From there. Okay. Go
Well,
ahead.
I've been doing a little research on a couple of different areas, diving into epistemology, and so I thought we'd talk about epistemology.
You don't want to
No,
know what
I'm
I
just
just heard.
kidding.
I was going to say, you don't want to know what I just heard.
But that's what I've actually been into,
Okay.
which is kind of philosophy, understanding what we know, how do we know what we know, that kind of thing. We won't talk about that today. It might be a little boring, but it is interesting. But one of those topics I spun on for a little bit, and I thought the more I spun on it, the more I thought, this is kind of a fun podcast topic. At the same time, a weird podcast topic.
What's the topic?
So the topic is regret.
Okay.
So I get to ask you a bunch of questions.
Okay.
So
you're making me nervous.
would you rather regret something? Well, let me rephrase that. What would be more unsettling? Having regret over something that you did or regret over something that you didn't do?
Something I didn't do.
Why?
Because when my uncle passed away, I was like, I'm going to text him. And I was upset because he never texted me. And I regret just doing it, not just sending the text. And when my friend Aaliyah passed away, we were supposed to get breakfast the next morning. And I was like, I'm going to text her. It was like 9:00 at night. I was like, I'm going to text her to remind her about breakfast. And she was out at a party, left the party, got into a car accident. Where if I would have texted her, at least I would have, had my one last goodbye. So for me, like, just do the action. Like they're like, I just recently texted somebody and all I said in my thought process, my words was, I got to care from you from a distance. Well, they didn't like that. But I'm glad I said it, because if I didn't say something and something were to happen, they wouldn't have known I was caring for them. So for me, it's like, just do the action. It doesn't matter. Everyone's going to take something differently, but it's how you have to live with it.
So you think it is more impactful in your life when you have regret for something you did not do?
Mm-hmm. Just do it. Yeah, I need to just do it.
Gotcha.
I need to say it. I need to do it. And that's probably why I'm so forward transparent. Like I can't live without not knowing I didn't do something I wanted to do, or not saying what I wanted to say. Mm-hmm. You may not have a chance to do it.
Right. So the fact that you move forward a lot and do a lot.
Yeah.
Do you find you have regret commonly when you do something that maybe you did inappropriately, or I don't know. I don't even know what you'd have regret for. So
no, because I don't think I do something inappropriately.
Well, it just kind of came out. This is remember, it's kind of a weird topic, and I'm trying not to put a negative spin on regret.
No, I don't think so. I think I would have more regret not saying or doing something I wanted to say or do. Mm-hmm. And I think since I learned that at a younger age, I don't have regret with my actions. I say to myself often, I could have done it a little differently. I could have said it a little differently, but at least I said it and I did it. Mm-hmm. But I don't have regret with it, no.
Interesting. So that's the impactful part of regret in your life, more than things that you do. Mm-hmm. So things that you haven't done. Mm-hmm. Because I think in my life, I've learned more from regret of things I've done.
Really?
Yeah. Because I can take back and I've learned something from that.
Okay.
And so you've got this grin. So if
I'm
you think
curious. I need more. I need to know more.
Share some of the things that I did and regret about. No.
Off the podcast.
Off the podcast. No, but there are several times, throughout my life that I've done things, and I've thought to myself, well, I'm glad that happened. I'm glad I did that. I'm glad that happened because I'm a better person for that now. Mm-hmm. I wish I didn't do those things. I wish I wasn't part of those things, whether I'm with people or by myself. But I think those are the things that are impactful for me, where weigh on my head more than I didn't do.
If you didn't do whatever it was to make you a better person, you would be regretting. You could have done a totally different path.
I think I do. I think I do it different, because if I have regret for something I didn't do, I just go do it, because I think, oh, well, I forgot to do this, and I just do it, And if you can't, then it is what it is. So. But that doesn't weigh on me. The part that weighs on me is the things that I've done I've done that were not a growth part of my life. But I can still take and grow from that, if that makes sense. That's interesting. Because I'm trying not to put a negative spin on regret. Yeah. Because would you say regret is good or bad?
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people think that, though.
But most people hear regret and you think it's as a negative.
No, I think it's something you learned from. I think it's something that it's an action that you're going to change. It's a behavior that you're going to make sure to never happen. You know what I'm saying? It's something. I think I take it as a good thing.
I think regret is heavy.
Yeah,
it's heavy, and if you don't take away with you what you should have taken away for either side, whether things you've done or things you haven't done, then you missed an opportunity.
I think that's how it can be negative if people don't take away from it. I take it away positively. Like I'm like, oh, I know now, like I'm going to do X, Y, and Z or say X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. Like for me, it's a positive for me.
It's interesting. I mean, regret is not a topic people really talk about.
No. I think I talk about it more because I have a tendency of when I think of somebody, I'll text them, hey, I'm thinking of you. Or if I see something that I think someone would really like, it could just be the littlest detail in life or littlest gift. I feel the need to get it for somebody. And often people will tell me, why do you always randomly think of me? Why do you always randomly tell me that? Why do you always randomly get me gifts? And I tell them like, I don't want to regret not getting it for you. I don't want to regret not saying it. So I think I talk about it more.
So that's,
but that's
very
a positive
heavy
thing.
For you.
Yeah, it is.
Because you take action steps to avoid that regret to a large extent, which is interesting, which is usually associated with crazy. But
it's there, baby. It's there.
No, not at all.
And that's crazy. Yeah, I know.
No, but I think that is interesting because obviously that is really influential in your life. Mm-hmm. Because I think it's the flip side of the coin is influential in my life, but not that heavy that I take daily relationships with people and form them around regret I've had in the past. Yeah. It's just that I recognize when I have those regrets. And
it's
then,
a big thing for me.
Yeah. But you backtrack and you go, what happened? How did I end up here? How did I end up with this idea, with this action, whatever it happened to be, this behavior, this concept. But regret was an interesting topic, and I've been thinking about that. So I'm into right now reasoning, understanding reasoning, how we reason, why we reason through things, and where does that come from? What part of philosophy is that? There's many different forms of reasoning that we use in all kinds of daily activity. I won't get into those.
That's interesting. We'll have to talk about that more.
Yeah.
I'm curious on that part.
It's very interesting because if you think about it, it goes back to, self-awareness, right? Self-awareness is, they have no idea where self-awareness comes from. Yeah. Scientifically, we don't know where that's housed. We think it's in the brain. It's not. Right. The self-awareness isn't because there's a brain that's functioning and people are brain dead, right? Is there self-awareness there? And I think from a biblical perspective, you have a body, spirit, and soul. Okay. All right. So all you theologians out there, you can feel free to chime in at all. And if what I say is not accurate or doesn't match up with your theology, then I'm on a journey. I am looking. So I'd be happy to hear from you. If you think about, you have a body, right? And I kind of have been relating this to the Trinity, body, right? Mm-hmm. God gave physical form of himself. Okay. Okay. So we have a body. Mm-hmm. Spirit is part of God, the Holy Spirit. Right. Right. That is part of God that is in us. Okay. And your soul, self-awareness, consciousness, right? Mm-hmm. Your thought process. Because if you think about, if you wanted to relate all that to your brain, that's just physiological functions, your thought, your ideas, who you are, that's just neurons that are firing in different patterns. I would argue the fact that within a year's worth of time, it's well over 150,000 or a million atoms make up a neuron, a nerve cell. Okay. Okay. And then there's billions of nerve cells. And every single atom in every nerve cell changes and leaves. And so that nerve cell is made, in a year's worth of time, is made up of something completely different from what it was a year ago. And if all those atoms and all those nerve cells are different, how do you keep who you are? How do you keep your ideas, your thoughts? Because your brain is completely changed. It's flipped to something else a year from now. Yet you still carry those same ideas and memories from when you were a child, right? Interesting. So that's the part that I think is the soul, right? Okay. So And if you were to walk into a room and you would see a corpse laying on a table, you would say, Bill, we'll just use Bill. Bill, where's Bill? There he is. He's right there on the table. Mm-hmm. Bill's not there, but that is Bill, part of what Bill was.
Interesting.
And then if you were to be able to see Bill die and the soul leave, if you could visualize it, you'd say, look, there goes Bill. Mm-hmm. Right? And then the part of God, that Holy Spirit, that is part of God, part of who you are. He's blessed you with part of himself in you. That's, again, 3 people. Maybe that answers the Trinity, right? So
I guess, I don't know. That's a lot to take in.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Somehow it's tied into that. Who knows? I'm not laying claim to any of that. But that's kind of the journey that I'm on. And reasoning and rational thought is
what
kind
put
of
you on this whole journey?
Oh, I've been on this thing for a long time. It just keeps rolling.
You just keep going with it?
Yes. I like to do research on this, kind of put things together. And as I'm putting ideas and thoughts and concepts together, it just spins in different directions. So anyway, yeah, maybe one time we'll talk about reasoning. Anyway, regret, I thought,
funny.
very, very small part of this.
Yes.
And so I thought this is kind of a fun thing to talk about.
I like talking about regret.
Yeah.
I don't think it's acknowledged enough in people.
Yeah.
I don't think that they take away from it the way they should.
But that was one of the interesting concepts or questions I had. Is regret a good thing? And you said yes. And I would think yes as well, because
I do.
We have it. It's part of who we are. If we don't have it, what would be absent there? What would be filling that void? So I think it's part of a picture that is a whole picture.
If you have regret, I think you should take it and learn from it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's something that should be ignored. I don't think it should be something that's on the back burner, but I think it's something you have to acknowledge.
Yeah. So I think some people really suppress that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And I don't know if that's healthy or not.
I would say it's not. I don't know if you suppress it, like how one, it's going to always be there to bother you. 2, like how you going to learn from it or learn not to do it again. I don't know. That's just my thought process.
So how do you take that and teach your kids about regret?
Oh, I have no clue. I don't know.
Come on. Yeah. No, it
don't
just
know.
popped in my head. So I don't either. I haven't really
feel
thought about
like-
this thought.
Can you even teach it?
I think by educating them that it exists. Yes, it exists. And what do you do with it from there? Like
You
I
learn
said,
from it.
Yeah. You can learn from it, grow from it.
Yeah.
It's still painful. It may be painful and heavy. Okay?
Absolutely.
So, which is, like I said, is regret a good thing? Yes, it is. But it's a good thing that's painful. So how many things out there in life are good, yet painful or heavy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's something now to think about as well.
That's kind of crazy to think about. So that's a lot to take in there too.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
again, something we can spin on from there. Yes.
Yeah. How would you teach your kid about regret?
That it exists and you will experience this and it'll come from at least those 2 areas. Mm-hmm. And yeah, you should identify it, embrace it, and learn from it. I think you embrace it by learning from it and making an action step to improve your life or improve others' lives. Like you improve others' lives by the things that you do, right? Buying them trinkets or whatever you do.
That's just my peace of mind. It's really not for anyone else's peace of mind, though. Huh. I can't help that stuff.
Well, you buy things for people, not for your peace of mind, but you buy it for them.
Yeah, I guess. But, I mean, I do buy it for them, but if I didn't buy it for them, it would make my peace of mind go haywire. Mm-hmm. So it's for my peace of mind, too.
Yeah, there's this drive that we have, humans have, that, for example, yesterday my wife said, take me out to Dairy Queen for Mother's Day. So we're standing in line, and they had this box setting up, and it was the tip box. This guy took a $5 bill, and he stuck it in the hole, and it was sticking out.
Okay.
It drove me crazy. I wanted to go pop and pop it into the box.
Did you not?
No, because it wasn't my money. I didn't really want to touch it. So
I would have to do that.
That urge to do that is something built into us. Yours, I think, of having to buy things for people is the same kind of an urge where you have to do something for them.
Yeah, I would have to put that $5 bill down that hole.
Or it just, spins in your head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to do this.
There's no way Yeah, no, that's bothering me right now.
But again, you having to do what you do.
Yeah.
Is something that
Just a little reminder I'm
compelling.
thinking of you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you do it because it's compelling to you. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to call it OCD. That's not. But people who have that, I think, really have that to a high extent. I'm sure. I don't have that, so I can't speak from education.
You don't have OCD?
No. No.
Not even with like something little?
Well, I feel
like everyone has OCD
down. It wasn't. That's not OCD.
You don't like walk on the. Okay, this may make me sound crazier than I am. You don't like walk on the sidewalk and say, okay, this piece of sidewalk, there is 2 steps in this one, so I need 2 steps in the next one.
No,
that's not normal. Or
you don't do that, do you? Really?
I step on a crack on this part of my foot, on the left foot, so I gotta step on a crack on my right foot in the same spot. You don't do that?
No.
Oh my gosh.
You do that?
Yes.
Ooh. Let me ask you a question.
Oh, I'm sweating thinking about not having the crack on the same step right now.
When you're in your head, who's talking?
Me.
So, who's narrating?
Me.
So you're the narrator.
Who else would be up there?
So who are you talking to?
Me.
You're talking to yourself.
And I respond.
In your head. So you're the narrator and the recipient.
I feel like this isn't normal the way you're looking at me.
I just think it's hilarious that you walk 2 steps on a square of cement, so you have to walk.
Yes. And if it's like, okay, I'm walking and it's like, oh, well, this step had 3 steps, so now this foot has to have 3 steps because it's 1 foot behind. You don't get it? You don't get that? Someone else has to be like this. Yeah, let us know.
Let me ask you, when you brush your hair, do you like count the number of brushes? And this
I'm going to.
This side has to have the same number of this side or something like that?
The front does.
The front,
oh. Yeah, like this part.
Down here.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Really?
Yes.
I don't have that.
Well, Pandora's box has been opened.
Yes. Now this gives me all kinds of ammunition.
Oh gosh, I can't believe you don't have that.
So I think that's very interesting that you're your own narrator in your head too. I have thoughts, but I don't talk in my head.
I talk all the time in my head.
What about just you're sitting doing nothing?
Did you pay this bill? Did you pay that bill?
And you're answering yourself?
Well, I don't say like respond after that. I'm like, okay, next bill. Like a checklist in my head.
I think
do you do that?
Well, that's what I do. I mean, for example, I sit and I think when questions come up, I'm not trying to answer them myself. I'm trying to just answer them. Do you ever argue with yourself?
No.
No? Well, then why have a conversation? Because you're always in agreement.
No. I think also, too, it could be my problem. I'm a control freak. Like, when it comes to certain things, if I can't control my feet having the same amount of steps in a square, it puts me in a spiral.
It's interesting. I think what I do, now that you say that, I think I'm always thinking about solutions, fixing things, how things work.
Yeah, you are.
How do things work? How do things operate? How can this be better? How can this grow? Where can I get this piece of information? That kind of stuff. Did you tell your husband that you do this?
Oh, I think he knows.
Yeah?
He doesn't say anything. I feel like there's got to be other people out here that do that. You let me know, because am I crazy? Like, there's got to be maybe it's OCD. I don't know what people are out there doing this. And a lot of thing has to be even. Like on the radio, we can turn up that volume. If you can
even
see
to what?
The number.
Oh, it has to be volume 2 or 4 or
Actually,
6.
Preferably.
That's
so
funny.
like if you can see the number, it has to end in a 0 or a 5.
So you're never watching channel 33.
I can watch the channel, but if the volume, I have to have it end in a 0 or a 5. Or if it's like the bars, it needs to be even. It needs to just be straight. You can't have a half bar. No, it's got to go up or down. It cannot have a half bar.
You're becoming way more interesting to me.
It happens, okay?
It happens.
I'm really worried about little things like that.
That's interesting. But it's interesting because I understand those people that have it controls their life, and that's a different story. That's I don't want to say sad. I don't know. I don't know anybody like that, but it seems like it'd be very troublesome to live a life where you are run by your compulsions to make something complete. The one thing I did want to spin to is I want to talk a little bit about, because regret being emotional, right? Can be emotional for us and can be heavy. That those are the things in your life, I think, that eventually accumulate over a period of time and become stressful. Can become stressful.
Yeah, obviously me walking on the sidewalk is pretty stressful. This is why I need to get adjusted so much.
Yeah, so that's kind of what my perspective is today, talking about spinning this into a chiropractic idea, because most people don't realize when it comes to your overall health and well-being, there are stresses. And stresses are some of the number one things that create problems in your body. So there's the physical, chemical, and emotional stresses, right? So talking about emotional stress right there, you must be self-excited all the time.
All the time. All the time.
Because it's hard for a lot of people, and especially my patients, because when they come in, they'll say, oh, I have this symptom or that symptom. I have pain, or I have dysfunction, I have a restricted movement, whatever it is that they're having. My stomach is a mess. And they'll say, but I didn't do anything. Oh, my neck hurts, but I didn't do anything. I did nothing all weekend. I just, relaxed.
Had to deal with family drama.
Yeah. And
they
that's
don't
what I have to
realize
remember.
They don't realize that.
Yeah.
At all.
But you're absolutely right. I got to remind them. Physical, chemical, and emotional stress. Mm-hmm. And like you said, right there, emotional stress plays a huge role in physiological functions.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have an emotional stress and break out in hives.
I do.
I want to throw one thing out there where you're like, yep, that's not me. No, that's the one thing that is not me.
But no, all seriousness, I don't think people realize on how much a chemical or emotional stress does on their body or on their spine. I think everyone right away wants to go to physical, and allergy season, that's a big one. They're like, I don't know, why my neck's hurting? I'm like, oh, do you have allergies?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with it. Everything to do with it. Everything.
Think about chemical stresses, right? You can take a shot of alcohol. What happens to your muscle?
Nothing.
It relaxes.
I'm great. I need about 5.
Well, your muscles relax, right?
Yeah.
And at the same time, somebody can eat shellfish, for example, and this person has hives, or somebody else eats shellfish and they can't breathe. Somebody else eats shellfish and they have a different symptom. Maybe they get a headache. And somebody eats shellfish, no symptoms at all. It's not the stress. It's your inability to adapt to the stress.
Right.
So always remember that. When you're thinking about stress, physical, chemical, or emotional, it's not the stress that's causing the problem for you. People say that all the time. Oh, I get headaches because of whatever, because I have stress. Well,
I get headaches because of the pollen. I get headaches because the season's changing. I get headaches because I had to deal with so much this weekend, or because of workload. You're stressed. Your body cannot adapt to it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's not your stress. It's the inability to adapt. And here's the amazing thing. The part of the body that is responsible, and this is a quote from Gray's Anatomy textbook, the part of the body that is responsible for adapting the organism to its environment is your brain, spinal cord, peripheral nerves, all that. Primarily your brain. Your brain, its job is to adapt us to our environment. So if you're not adapting, then there is some sort of dysfunction between the communication of the brain and the part of the body that is experiencing some sort of symptom, right? Think about emotional stress. People can go through emotional stress and they can have an ulcer, get an ulcer. People go through emotional stress and they get tension across their shoulders and maybe a headache. Somebody goes through emotional stress and has a heart attack and dies, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of physiological ramifications of emotional stress. Same thing with chemicals. Like I said, take a shot of alcohol, walk in the, like you said, if you have allergic reactions, right? You'll have symptoms. Why are some people with allergies, and I say this all the time since you brought up allergies and it's allergy season, you know, if you ask somebody what's allergies, they say, oh, watery eyes, runny nose. No.
It's not true.
That's the symptom.
Everyone always, too, this is one thing I always like to hit on hard with our new patient appointments is right away they think the symptom is the problem. That's not true. First off, like Doc just said, that's just a symptom. That's just a reaction to your body saying that there's something going on. They always want to code it. They don't want to actually realize that it could easily just be a subluxation. They always want to say, oh, I missed my allergy medication today, so my allergies are off the wall. Okay, buddy boy.
Yeah. And I always want to ask, why do you have allergies?
Yeah.
That's the first
know.
thing people do.
Yeah.
Is they come in and I'll tell them, listen, my job is to chase rabbit holes. And they kind of look at me funny. And I say, for example, if somebody says to me, they don't tell me they have headaches, and I pull it out of them, they say, oh, yeah, I have headaches. And then I say, but they say, oh, it's no big deal because I get headaches.
Because they get headaches.
Because
they think it's the normal.
Yeah, you've learned to live with it. It's not okay.
It's not okay.
Because my question is why do you have headaches? Oh, I know why I have headaches. I have headaches because I have sinus problems. And then I say,
okay,
so why do you have sinus problems causing headaches? Oh, because, I don't know, I'll make all this up. Because my kidneys are not working right. Well, why are your kidneys malfunctioning to the point it causes headaches? Because my heart's not pumping hard enough. Why is your heart malfunctioning causing kidney problems? You follow me?
There's a whole train to it.
So whatever it happens to be, and that's not a good line to follow. I was just throwing stuff out.
No, that actually happened yesterday. I'm just kidding.
So those are the things that people don't get. It's all about your body and its performance, because you can adapt to anything. Because if pollen really caused allergic reactions, we'd all have it. And if it's genetic, you know what? I guarantee you somewhere in your family history, somebody had that and has passed it along, and we'd all have it. And that's not the case. So it's not that we have these genetic weaknesses or genetic flaws. That's what we've learned on that is wrong. And that's something maybe we can talk about on the podcast sometime.
Yeah.
Your body is always working and striving to adapt to its environment. If you have an anatomical or a physiological malfunction or something just wasn't formed properly in utero, maybe you may have some difficulties with those things. But I guarantee you, your immune system, your nervous system is always striving to put you at a perfect level of function every single time. Subluxation is the number one problem to your nervous system that causes dysfunction. And so leave that alone, and eventually stress becomes more prominent. So
I don't think people realize that, like I said. I think that everyone, like you said, headaches, it's the new normal. Your stress it's the new normal. We're 20 now, we got to pay bills, that's the new normal, you're just stressed out. That's not true.
Yeah.
It's not true at all.
Yeah, it's all about adaptation, right? How do we adapt to our environment?
Yeah. So I think every time you guys hear Dak and I talk about my sensitivity to cats or to red dye, we say it's sensitive.
Right.
Being allergic to something, it's just, I think it's a natural default, but I'm just sensitive to it all.
Right.
Really sensitive.
Right. And you know what? You may have that sensitivity to those things. And one day you may wake up and you no longer have that issue.
I would love for that to happen.
And you know what? There's not a week goes by that somebody doesn't come up to me and say, you know what? I don't have headaches anymore. You know what? My allergies have cleared up. You know what? I get to cut my medications to my thyroid.
I was just going to say, or blood pressure. That's always a big one. Oh, my blood pressure has gotten better.
Yeah, there's so many things out there that when you're in a state of dysfunction for such a long period of time, you can expect to have these symptoms and these signs. Now, you can treat them. You can treat the signs and symptoms. What does that do? Nothing. Because it's going
to still be there.
Right. If you have a problem with your body, leave it alone, do nothing about it. It's just going to get worse. And then you're really in another 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years, now you're really dealing with it. And it might be so entrenched that you're going to have it for the rest of your life.
Yep. You're going to actually have to take medication for the rest of your life.
And so that's one thing that we should think about when we're talking about stress. So identify, is it physical, chemical, and emotional, and why are you having trouble adapting to that? The first thing you should check out is your nervous system and see what else as well. And maybe it's the cracks in the sidewalk. Maybe they're too far apart.
That's exactly. They're not all the same size. If each sidewalk, whatever it was, part was the same size, I think a lot of my stress would be gone.
There you go.
I wouldn't have to have any of the worry. Okay?
Well, just wanted to thank everybody for joining us, and stay with us because we're going to spin on this one for a while.
This is going to be hard. Doc's going to be watching me like crazy.
Yes. I'll report back on our next podcast what I came up with.
Oh, man.
But anyway, I appreciate y'all being here, and we have a closing statement, which, by the way, we're supposed to open with, welcome, I'm Dr. Douglas McLeod, one of your co-hosts. This is...
I'm Dak, the other co-host. I'm Dakota.
This is Dakota. So we do appreciate your time. We love when you guys check in with us as well. We appreciate that.
Make sure to, if you have any questions, you want to find a chiropractor in an area, or if you want to just tune in to say I'm not all that crazy. Send us a text now. Right there. Chime in. Let us know.
Chime in on anything that we talk about.
We love to hear from you guys.
Call us out if we say something that's you think is incorrect or whatnot, and we'll look into it and we can respond to those things. But until then,
oh darn it! If there's poor health, there's hope. Wait, I like just to do there's hope. Chiropractic.
Okay.
You finish. You start it.
The line goes like this.
I can't.
This is our tagline.
Here's another stressor.
If you're tired of poor health,
there's hope. Chiropractic.